What were you thinking?
Stop right there. I don't care if you are the grand poobah of the High Council. What?
I am not the grand poobah. I don't even know what that is.
You don't come barging in here like that.
It's all right, Arden. He's only protecting you, and considering what's happened, that's only prudent. I assume you're behind the Magical News special broadcast.
Well, you assume wrong. We were doing him a favor. You don't owe him an explanation of anything.
If you didn't do it, that means someone else was investigating the High Council.
Wrong again.
Arden, I'd like to understand what's happening here. We had an agreement. I was to be kept abreast of the situation at all times.
If you're going to continue to use that tone of voice, you can direct your questions to me and me alone.
You are a hothead who handled this whole thing very poorly, and as a result, we are now in extreme danger.
You are a self-inflated magistrate who sent my mate on what you knew was likely a one-way mission.
I asked them to help me. I did not force them.
You know Arden would never turn you away. Yes, baby, I know you're here, and no, I'm not trying to talk around you. I just want to make sure this werebear knows we're not taking his shit.
I'm sorry if my rude entrance has offended you, but I assumed, apparently incorrectly, that you were behind the Magical News broadcast. I'm right? Then why did Kyrian tell me I was wrong? That's splitting hairs. Just because you two weren't the ones who leaked the story doesn't make you innocent.
Oh, so now I'm guilty by association. You hear this shit, Arden?
If you know who leaked the story, then they got the story from you because no one else knows the story, not even me, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here.
I don't agree that he has a right. But fine, I'll tell him what he needs to know. We already knew Merriweather was behind the plot to destroy your son and discredit you.
Yes, and now, thanks to the broadcast, everyone else knows. Those recorded conversations are quite damning, if they haven't been manufactured.
There's nothing fake about them. No matter how hard Merriweather tries to claim they've been altered, the experts will prove their authenticity.
How many laws did you break in obtaining those recordings?
That's where you're going with this? You're going to try to distance yourself from this story by having us thrown in jail for finding the evidence that will save your son? Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
I need to know how much trouble is coming our way.
You have deniability. You know nothing, and therefore nothing can be held against you. Now get the hell out of here while that's still possible.
And what if Merriweather had accomplices on the council? We know they fabricate evidence to suit their case. We could all go down for this.
No, Arden. He knows all he needs to know. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll explain that much. No one created any evidence against your son. Evidence that would have proven his actions were self-defense was made to disappear.
You're telling me Merriweather has people in the police department working for him?
The only thing I'm telling you is shit is messed up, and a full investigation is needed.
Is Merriweather the only dirty councilman?
Arden, don't.
I need to know who I can trust.
We're going back to the ranch. Fingers are going to be pointing all over the place, and I'll be damned if a single one is going to be aimed at Arden.
You're not going anywhere. The Ancient One issued a suppression spell citywide. You notice, I used the door instead of teleporting here. We are all reduced to helpless humans.
Arden, what is he talking about?
Yes, I'm sure. I was summoned to their sleeping chamber. Everyone on the High Council had a private meeting with the Ancient One.
This universe gets sketchier and sketchier by the minute. Babe, maybe we should take our chances with the demon realm. Who said I was kidding? What if the Ancient One is on Merriweather's side, and then we're all fucked?
How do you know?
Have you ever spoken to the Ancient One?
Then you can't tell for sure. You told me you have to be in their presence to know for sure. You can feel them even from this distance because of their power.
So you're telling me this Ancient One is sort of like an old-fashioned fire extinguisher or something, kept in a glass enclosure with a sign that says, "Break glass in case of emergency."
How would you know about that?
I saw it in a book at the ranch house. It's a bizarre concept, and now you're telling me your entire universe is built around that structure? That is fucked up.
The point is, no one is going anywhere until this is sorted out.
Who are they trying to capture with this suppression spell?
The Ancient One has ordered a formal investigation of the entire council.
Well, if that were true, only council members would be suppressed. The rest of us wouldn't be suffering along with you.
How do you know they're looking for Merriweather?
Why do you bother asking? You know what they're gonna say. I just know. How many times do you have to ask a stupid question before you just give the fuck up?
Arden, I'm truly sorry I ever assigned you to this sarcastic bastard's case. Nothing about him is cute.
My guess is Merriweather decided to run instead of visiting one-on-one with the ancient poobah.
You're not funny.
Well, Arden thinks I am, and their opinion is the only one that matters to me.
So the suppression spell isn't a way of keeping everyone here. It's a way to minimize distractions and thereby discover his energy signal with the least amount of effort. That's an interesting theory.
Go be with your boy. If there's more behind this than Merriweather wanting full control of the High Council, he might be in danger.
You think they'd hurt him out of simple vengeance?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Did you discover anything that makes you believe that to be the case?
I believe in being prepared for the worst.
Yes, Arden. I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Yeah, you're right. I do enjoy riling the bastard. But in this case, the less he knows, the safer we all are. I know, we need to talk to Race. They shouldn't have leaked that story. Whatever reporter they told will undoubtedly give them up if they're questioned by someone using force. You think this ancient one is like you and can read people's thoughts? Wait a minute. You know this ancient one, don't you? Why don't you want to talk about it? Are you afraid? Are you in danger? Well, why would you be afraid if you weren't in danger? That doesn't make any sense. I don't want things to change either. Arden, tell me what's going on. Why? How would the Ancient One change things between us? Oh, sure. I'll just forget you said anything. I'll completely block out the hammer poised above my head, threatening to drop at any time and destroy the first happy home I've ever experienced. No problem. No problem at all.